Right, hi everyone, welcome to G's Tight Lines. I've got a stamp on my passport this week and I've come north of the Tamar and I'm in Kent. Been joined by my good friend Mr Giles today. We're fishing on Dungerness. We're just about to hit high tide. So as you can see, I've got two rods out there. Paul's got the one rod and I've got a third rod out there. So the third rod, I've got a flapper rig with two lug on, and then the other two rods I've got the heavy gear, hoping for some ray, conger. Don't know what we're going to get today. There's a bit of a strong northerly wind, big low pressure, so we're not entirely sure what we're fishing for, but possibly some ray, like I say, maybe some conger, maybe the bass. When I've fished here in the past before, it's been the winter months, so we've been hitting the whiting, small place, and loads of doggies. So we'll wait and see what the day brings. We've got a couple of hours fishing, and we're about to hit high tide, and then we'll be fishing the drop-in tide. So we'll wait and see. I'll show you the rigs I'm fishing later. It's very similar to what I had when I was fished and caught the conger with the children that time, an up and over rig, and I've got a clip down rig, and as I say, on the third rod I've got the flapper rig. So I'll go through the rigs with you later. Hopefully we'll have some fish to show you. But welcome to Dungeness. There's our man Paul wiping skanky mackerel off his hands. And if you look behind us there, that's the Dungeness power station. We've got a few more anglers at the top of the beach. There was another angler down there, but he can't. He's obviously not man enough for the conditions. So we'll rejoin you if we get any takes. Tight lines. Alright, so I've just brought my first line in, and I'm pleased to say it's not a blank, but also not a monster. So there's today's first fish, a little whiting. We're going to get him back, let him live another day. It's nice to have a fish on the line, so probably could use this for bait, but I'm not going to. I'm going to let him get back and live another day. He's a skinny little thing, and there you go, little whiting. Right, I'm sorry that everything's behind the brolly, but as you can probably tell from Paul's jumper, it's blowing an absolute hoolie. So that you can hear me, I'm sticking behind the brolly. But I just wanted to show you my pulley rig. So coming off the leader, I've got a swivel clip, and then I've got a swivel running bead and two 7mm beads there. The reason for the 7mm beads is so that the snood sits away from the main line. And then running down from there, I've got a penhole on this one, just a single 2-0 hook, and then that will clip onto the hook on the breakaway, and when that hits the water, that will bring away, and that will give us a good 4.5 foot of snood out fishing in the current. It looks like we're getting played with whiting and dogfish, good old murgies, but fish is a fish. We're having a bit of fun, a bit of a chill out, myself and Paul, and he's just got the bird's nest. Oh mate, that's what you don't want to happen. Catch up soon. Right, so the up and over rig's doing the business. Still not the big fish that we're after, but they're certainly starting to get a little bit bigger. Bigger white in there. Still not big enough for the table. They're real ferocious little predators. If you can see its teeth there, they've got a real snap on them. And this one took the penhole with the sand here. We're shitting all over my leg at the moment. And it was a real good lip hold. So we're going to get him back because he's not very happy, and try and catch the bigger one. Cheers! Well, while Paul was sorting out his bird's nest and ended up respawning in the end, but I've just pulled my fixed spool flapper rig in, and we got a double head of doggies, lesser spotted doggies, both about a pound each, both perfect in the scissors. So when you get these disgorged, get them back, rebait and whack it back out. We're coming on to low tide now. There's a few more anglers starting to come down to fish the low tide, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we get some decent baits out. We might start getting some rays moving through. So we're going to give it a go, see what happens. But if these keep coming and the porpoise keep showing like we had 10 minutes ago, it's going to be a good night. Thanks guys. Do the drag up a bit if you need to.
Which one's the drag on the top?
Yeah, that's him. Putting a good bend in it. It's probably about 60 dogfish. Or a seal. Oh, it's taking line. Loosen the drag a bit if it needs to run. Can we break the doggy curse? Doggy. All of that for a doggy. And a whiting. Besides that whiting, it's definitely a specimen fish. Let's get these unhooked. There we go, guys. Don't seem to be able to break the doggy curse. There's the pulley rig doing the action on the smallest doggies of my life. And that was on the squid. Perfect hook hold right in the corner. There he is. Doggy for dinner. Let's get him back and get cast out again. Right, we're having a fantastic time, but unfortunately we can't seem to get past the doggies and the whiting. So the rods there have got, one's got a pennel with a double sand eel top and tailed and whipped on, and the other is the pulley rig, which has just got a single squid, probably about that size. And then this rod, it's just a bit of fun playing around with this one, chucking it out on a flapper rig with 2 lug on each, black lug, and then just reel it in. It's really difficult for bite detection because the wind. It's really whipping over this bank here and hitting the rods. That's why I've got these two over there laid down quite flat, just to try and give me a bit of bite indication. But we're having a fantastic time. Like I said a minute ago, we saw a pod of porpoise, if that's what you call it. I'm sure it's a pod. Come through literally within 80, 100 yards, just come running through. We've just had a seal up there, and plenty of fish. They're not specimen fish, they're not great fish, they're probably pest fish, but we're having a good time. So anybody that loves fishing know it's all about having a good time. It's not all about species, PBs and specimen fish. So Paul's just going to go for a cast out on his flapper rig. Now he's got his reel sorted, and watch a pro in action. You stood right under it, Paul. Yeah. You need to cast a bit that way, so otherwise you're going to go straight over it. Yeah. Here he goes.
Don't put that one on.
Bless him, right over my line.